And yeah, with that, let's talk about Frankenstein, shall we?
Hopefully, it's
Now,
not too dark.
let me give you the full story on this one before I give my thought piece on the actor, who, by the way, I really like. Just so we're clear on that. But Jacob Elordi, he of Saltburn fame. Jacob Elordi has replaced Andrew Garfield as Frankenstein's monster in Guillermo del Toro's adaptation. This comes to us from MovieWeb. Jacob Elordi has joined the cast of Guillermo del Toro's upcoming Frankenstein adaptation for Netflix. Warning. Elordi is replacing Andrew Garfield, who exited the project due to scheduling conflicts, as Frankenstein's monster. According to Deadline, he joins a star-studded cast that includes Oscar Isaac, who will portray scientist Victor Frankenstein, Mia Goth, Christoph Waltz, Felix Camara, Lars Mikkelsen, David Bradley, and Christian Convery, according to the film's official logline. Quote, Guillermo del Toro adapts Mary Shelley's classic tale of Victor Frankenstein, a brilliant but egotistical scientist who brings a creature to life in a monstrous experiment that ultimately leads to the undoing of both the creator and his tragic creation. Elordi is one of Hollywood's most popular young actors. Fact, he rose to popularity in Netflix's The Kissing Booth trilogy, films the actor has gone on record saying he didn't want to make, and later starred in Euphoria as Nate Jacobs. He is expected to return for the Max series' anticipated third season. Elordi has received recent praise for portraying Elvis in Sofia Coppola's Priscilla and his role in Emerald Fennell's Saltburn. AJ, your thoughts on Jacob Elordi joining Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein movie, and your thoughts on a Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein movie with what looks like quite a star-studded cast?
I think we touched on this before, did we not? There was something Frankenstein not too long ago. Anyway, so much news, we forget ourselves. Here's the thing. Is the warning there? Yes. But Netflix, being a Netflix movie, but Netflix could do good movies. And Andrew Garfield, particularly, done a very good Netflix movie in Tick, Tick, Boom. So that's that. The fact that he's moved on, maybe it's because there is along came a spider, as somebody previously mentioned. I don't know, speculating, hoping, fingers crossed. But that's that. Look, I can hold out.
And out there, you're so into that idea now, aren't you? You're like, give me that.
listen, as we said before, Andrew deserves another shot at being Spider-Man, and if this starts and then he gets these Amazing Spider-Man 3 as a result of it, I'm all for it. It always hurt to see him get cut, but then Tom Holland came along, and I was like, oh, I do like this kid. But I've always loved Andrew. I've liked what he's done with Spidey. So, Jacob Elordi replacing. I've not seen much from him. Sadly, I should say sadly, but I have seen one or two of the Kissing Booths. Maybe all three. I can't remember, but it's been on in the house and I've watched it. Here's my problem. I don't know how I feel about this guy. I feel like we're in cancellation culture about to come up. I feel like we're in Zegler territory with this guy.
This is why you're my best friend. You took the words out of my mouth. Carry on.
Yeah, like you've done not one, not two, but 3 films, my bro, and it's like I didn't want to do them. We all have ways out. We all have ways out. So to say I didn't want to do 3 films feels very, very disrespectful on something that put you on a platform. Because I know people have actually been excited to see those films. Then we talk about the other situation where Superman was too dark, but now you're playing Frankenstein. Like, bro, personally, he may have, and then you said he's in Saltburn, which isn't exactly the world's brightest movie from what I've been told. Yet to watch. So with all of this being played, like I know James Gunn has done what he's done with all 3 Guardians, so I can see the element of comedy and I've seen the element of dark. I don't think he's stupid. I think he knows what he's attracting in a crowd with Superman. So to me, he's just sour grapes, man, all over the place. I don't think this kid knows what gratitude is, if I'm honest. He may be a good actor, but there could be a short shelf life. Pay attention to some of the others out there, bro. Humble yourself and appreciate the blessings that's come your way. My personal opinion.
Damn, man, you've really done a number on me there, because you stole my line, for lack of a better word. But to build on what you've said, Saltburn, dark as, well, Frankenstein's not exactly a jolly story, and he's also scheduled to be in that serial killer movie next year with Zachary Quinto called He Went That Way, where he plays the serial killer. And the trailer for that is pretty somber. And if
it might be a musical comedy.
It might be a musical comedy with the Golden Globes, but look, trailers aren't the be-all to end-all, so I don't want to give full judgment on this, but and I say this, a preamble, I say this as someone who really likes Jacob Elordi based on his talent, because he was incredible in Saltburn. Like, it was one of those, he was the Paul Dano to Barry Keoghan's Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood. Literally, if Barry Keoghan hadn't just turned in a force of nature performance, everyone would be talking about Elordi. He was excellent in Saltburn. But here's the thing. My man, you brought up Rachel Zegler, just like Zegler needs to STFU, because, dude, Superman's too dark, and here you are doing 3 really dark films.
And hating on 3 films that put you on the platform, like, come on.
Kissing Booth, which made you a household name, and now it's like, oh, I didn't want to make those. Sorry, he's an Aussie. Oh, I didn't really want to make those. But it's like, dude, you're liked. Be careful, though. Like, seriously, be careful. Now, as the idea of a Frankenstein movie directed by Guillermo del Toro with an all-star cast, I was excited until he told me it was made by Netflix. Like, I've seen Netflix assemble some stellar casts. Doesn't mean squat. I haven't seen the Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio. I've been told it's fantastic. I will get around to it at some point. But for most part, and I don't think I'm alone on this show in saying this, I'm not the biggest fan of del Toro's work.
No, I don't rush to him.
I think he's incredibly overrated. And let us not forget, if you're going to scream, "He won an Oscar" for the Fish Flub movie.
I was going to bring that up.
He made the Fish Flub movie. Just, if you like him, fine. He's not my guy. He's not my guy. But yeah, that's our thoughts on this not dark Frankenstein movie starring Jacob Elordi. Let us know what your thoughts are. Are you excited for Frankenstein? What are your thoughts on Jacob Elordi and some of his recent comments? Let us know.